In the name of God, the most gracious and most merciful, we are going today to talk about systems thinking, which is one of the new trends in management nowadays, and we will talk in or clarify the idea about system thinking by questions and answers. Our first question will be, what is a system? A system is a set of interrelated parts that function as a whole to achieve a common purpose. And for example, is a profit-oriented organizations, non-profit oriented organizations, community organizations, even the human being is a system. Our second question is, what are subsystems? Subsystems are parts of the systems, for example, organization, automobile, community organization, that such parts depend on one another, and any change in one of the subsystems affect the others. Our third question is, what does synergy mean? Synergy means the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. In simpler form, that the outcome of the whole system is greater than the outcomes of its parts individually. According to systems thinking, we have a golden rule says that organizations should be managed as coordinated whole. That means managers should have the cognitive ability to see the organization as a whole, and meanwhile the interrelations between its parts. Applying what have been said on the management process, we will find that we have here the environment surround the system composed of inputs such as information, financial, human resources, and we have the organization when the transformation occurs, and we have the outputs such as employee satisfaction, profit, losses, products or services, and we have the feedback. And we can see that the manager should have the ability to observe each component of such a system and the feedbacks and transmission process and the complex and changing interrelation between such parts of the system. Finally, we can define the systems thinking, that is the ability to see both the distinct elements of a system or situation and the complex changing interaction among these elements. So we have two things: the manager should see or observe the distinct elements of a system and the complex changing interaction between them. In real life, regarding causality, we don't have linear causality. We have circles of causality. To understand it, we have here a system and we have growing action and slowing action. When the growing action affects the system in turn affects the growing action. And this is applied to slowing action will affect the system in turn will affect the slowing action. This is called circles of causality, and this is the real life observation. Here we have an example of how the systems thinking operates. In case we have an organization that took a decision to advertise more, the management allocated advertising budget. That advertising budget and advertisement increased sales, and this increase in sales that got the supply the organization more profits, and the profits will go part of it to more advertising and more sales. This increased sales needs more stocking, and more stocking needs new warehouses, and building new warehouses will delay the orders and requires new people to be hired. These new people and built warehouse will take part of the added of the cost, and the net profit will decrease, and the decrease of net profit will affect the advertising budget and as a result the sales. That's to show how one decision should have these impacts and these feedbacks, and each part affects the other parts. That's why the system thinking and managers should have the complete view of the system and its subsystems. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Get Ready Academy, GRA, and enjoy more beneficial videos, and best luck for all.